Liftoff.
Hey guys, it's James from Insomniac Games, and my question this week comes from AJ Guy, who asks, do you find it bizarre that in this console generation we're already on a third PlayStation 3 model? And actually, no, I don't think it's bizarre at all. If you go back, way back now, to the olden days of Nintendo and Famicom and Genesis, it actually was fairly common to reach a third one. I don't know that it happened in the USA, though. If you look at Famicom to regular Nintendo to the top-loading Nintendo, that was a generation where you had 3 different versions of the regular Nintendo. But in the USA alone, the Sega Genesis actually made it through 3 iterations as well. There's the original Sega Genesis where you kind of had the bottom thing for your Sega CD. There was the side-by-side one. And then ultimately there was the final, like the original one had like metal switches and crap like that. There was the second Genesis, which I think most people identify the Genesis with. It was the longest one. It was the most iconic. And there was actually a Genesis 3, which used all the hardware from the cool portable Nomad to make a really tiny Genesis console. And those are pretty rare. They came out at the end of the cycle. Probably rarer than these new PlayStation 3s will be in a lot of ways. I think these new PlayStation 3s will be probably the most common third revision of a hardware you've ever seen. But considering how long we've been going on without new game consoles from Sony and Microsoft, and finally Nintendo's about to launch the Wii U this year, it doesn't really surprise me at all. Everyone's always trying to make them cheaper. You're always trying to make more money off the hardware as time goes on and be able to sell them for a lower price or get more money back on each console sold. So really not a big surprise that we had a generation where you, where you had a third version of a console. Like,
Open Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Open Gangnam Style.
Yeah!
Open Gangnam Style.
See you next week. I'm out!